Well, howdy. Yeah, I'm back again. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just got a little bit of time to kill. Not very long. But I was looking on the old galaxy map there, and I noticed there's the Voyager probe was on there. So I went into that FS, whatever it is, mode, uh, where you can scan all the stuff. So if I go forward now and I'm coming out of Super Cruise. Sorry, I meant to go in it. See, I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? So I've got to wait for it to recharge, which it's not going to take long now. Right, recharge, right. And I was doing scanning because I hate this scanning thing. It takes so long, and in some systems there are 40 bodies out there. Not like human bodies, but you go into this FSD mode, right, like this. Throttle down. Right, I am throttle down. What are you talking about? Like that, and then you go into this thing. All right, yeah, and you can go. You got to literally go. If you've not been in this system before, you got to literally go along to all these points here and scan. All right, you've only got to go in and out. But so you don't have to go to them individually now, which is great. But you got to do this on every single one of these. You got to zoom in. You got to examine every one of these points to to unlock any because say on Mars there might be or well, hang on, let's find somewhere where we can land. But if you want to find a point of interest on a certain spot, you've got to go into this mode, scan it, and then it tells you what features are on it, blah blah blah. So you got to do all that, and it takes a significant amount of time, and that's something I cannot be bothered with because it takes too long. I mean, in No Man's Sky, you just press one button and you get what's on there and everything, all in one go. So yeah, this is way too long. I know it's a simulation kind of thing, but they all have a kind of like arcade mode or something, so everything's like speeded up or whatever. So it's much simpler to do all this stuff. But obviously people like it, but it's going to take us 220 days. Although it's rapidly coming down. I mean, I could put speed on full. I don't know if that make a difference, but so this auto cruise mode or whatever it is. But yeah, I want to have a look at this because it is based on real life. This whole system. This is our solar system, our entire solar system in our galaxy. The Milky Way galaxy. I got to think for a minute there. So this has been reconstructed, and anything that they don't know or they haven't got a name on it, they've just put names to it. So they've just put their own names. If we go look at the camera and go over there, they put their own name on it. And they name the stations and things. But all the real life things that are in this game are actually named, and they are actually there, and you can see them, and they are accurate to real life. There's a great big giant spider just crawled across my floor, and he's looking at my console. I hope he's not going to crawl inside it. But yeah, he's a big one. But I like spiders, so I'm not going to do anything with it. I'll just wish him a happy day. You might do a little web somewhere, although that means I've got to clean the webs in it. So yeah, if I catch him later on, I'll be very delicate, but I'll pick him up and I'll just put him out the window. Because they're our friends. Now, I'm hoping this won't take a ridiculous amount of time. Because some of these things do take tremendous amounts of time to get there. I mean, our speed is going up. That is a percentage of the speed of light. And at the moment, I presume, is that 70 times the speed of light? I mean, I think C is the speed of light. I don't know. So I'm hoping this isn't going to take a ridiculous amount of time. If it is, then I'll probably not bother. But all those things that we scan, there's all these encoded missions and all this kind of trollop, which is like, people in trouble, people might be, some Elite Dangerous player has, run out of fuel somewhere, you can leave a message and people will come in and help you out. If you're on, especially if you're on multiplayer, which is cool. And there is one group called the Fuel Rats. And they go around rescuing players that are stuck. And that contains, quite a lot of people, and they're all just going around helping people. I mean, it's kind of boring. I mean, gotta admit, that's dull, isn't it? Oh, it's going to take a long time. I didn't think it was going to take this long. But it's going to take a while. But while we're doing that, you know, we could just have a little look around. I am Commander RayRay also, but I have got my... you know, we are in... Because it looks like it's going to take a little while. I could change to my particular... You know, I've got two profiles. You know, on this particular profile, which is RayRay Awesome, of course, because that's my profile, and I can change to the other one, which I've modelled more on myself. But that's my one that I play about with. So this is kind of as close as I can get to me. All right, so this is me. Look, see. So and then I can look at my complexion or whatever. When I get to that. Yeah, it's supposed to be like the nearest thing to me. I mean, it ain't. And I got a great big scar along there, which I haven't in real life. But that's when I used to have hair. So, you know, I kind of done it. And yeah, I got a ponytail at the back, you know, just because I want to show off. But that's kind of the, you know, I mean, it ain't like me. I mean, I'm not that bad looking. I mean, alright, but that's as near as I could get that looked anything like me. But it probably doesn't, because you know me, I cannot be bothered in getting things totally accurate. Alright, but yeah, so yeah, quite cool. So I'll change to that one. I'll be myself for a change. Yeah, see, now we're going 390 times the speed of light, which of course is totally ridiculous. Is it? I mean, it might not. It might be a percentage of the speed of light. It might be, you know, a tenth. I don't know. I mean, I don't know about the tiny little details, as you know, if you know me well. So I'm hoping this thing is going to take a ridiculous amount of time. Well, while we do that, we can have a look at stuff. We can look at the galactic powers, for instance. Let's have a look at the galactic powers that rule our universe. And the one that I usually align with, which I quite like, is this lady, Lavigne Duval. I'm not sure what her first name is. And, you know, she's you know, and you can help these things to, you know, these people to, you know, and all you're doing really is gathering information from one place, taking it to another place, see, and all the ones that are in green, no, hang on, which one's which? See, I don't know which one's ours. Let me see, yeah, I don't even know what all this is, but yeah, you can look at the headquarters, right? And our headquarters is here, you see, in this area. So we own this sort of purpley sort of area, you know. All right, and if you know, so we're in this kind of purpley bit. That's the area that we own, and that is our center. And you can fly there, and you can do missions for them. But that's, I mean, I might bookmark it, although I think all my bookmarks have run out. You can have a look at the power system view, like how they are doing at the moment. You know, you can fortify. I mean, it's all boring stuff. I never bother with this. I tried it once. I found it totally boring. Didn't bother. But the reason why I assigned with that one is because, you know, you get, if you pledge, so you unlock things. So this is the only reason I'm doing this, is to unlock stuff. So you just get like money coming in per hour or something. So yeah, and I've thought about doing it, but it's just a one long slog of gathering information and depositing it somewhere else. It's just so dull and boring. Okay, but you get all kind of benefits from doing it. You know, you get like I think this one gives you like these new kinds of shields, sort of special shields. So you know, it gets you, you know, boring stuff like that. But you got to work your socks off to actually do all that, and you know, I'm not prepared to do that, obviously. But yeah, you can look at all these powers. But these are the powers that rule the universe. I'm a right weird bunch, aren't I? I mean, that's what I think. Right, we're getting there. Right, load of idiots and what I can see. We can look at the engineers. So that's why they got all this stuff on here. And I'm a particular follower of you know, Felicity Farsi. Farsier. She, you know, she's quite nice. And you got Todd the Blaster McGuinn, Elvira Martok, who she does frameshift drives and shield generating. She's a right miserable character. So, and to fulfill her initial contract, you know, you got to get these certain things, you know. So it's like grind before you know, to even like go to. I mean, this guy, you got to pay him 500,000 credits, for goodness sake, to be able to deal with him. And these are locked, because you got to have access to, you know, you got to do something else before it's all dull, boring stuff as I cannot be bothered with. See, I have upgraded my frame shift drive and things, and I have done a little bit on multicam, but to be honest, I can't bother with the rest. It's too long and grindy and boring, and it takes, you know, it's like you go to a planet somewhere, and it's like we're on the very far end of the system. It takes like half an hour to get there. It's ridiculous, you know. That's simulation gone way too far. Sound like I'm complaining. Oh no, I'm not complaining. I just do a lot of complaining lately. It's the thing I'm good at. And of course we can look at Galnet News, and it's all voice now. Is it? And apparently, yeah. So we could go on here, and I think we can play it. What's that? Hang on, I got a message coming. What was that? A mission critical message has come in. What's that? Delivery contract. Oh, somebody's offering me a contract. I'm not interested. We have a contract in the Alpha Centauri system. No, I'm not interested. Goodbye. So you can get random stuff like that. That's something new they've added. Anyway, as I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted, this is Galnet. Apparently Galnet is now working again. But I can, you know, click on that apparently. And it's, some of them are voiced, so if you click on that.
Inquiry into Starship One's destruction concludes. An independent inquiry by the Federal Attorney's Office into the destruction of presidential vessel Starship One has produced a final report. Senior Attorney Malend Warkoro made this statement. The loss of presidential vessel
and you could come out of this and still be listening to it. And you can queue up a load of things, so this is just to pass the boringness of the journey, as if we'd be interested in that trollop. And of course this is our knowledge base, this is to give me all information about myself, what I've done at the moment, these are all my stats, this is my balance overall.
Our final report states that there is sufficient reason to believe Starship One was
You're not really
destroyed
listening to the lady in the background, but she's waffling away. So, yeah, this is all my, you know, so you can look at all this stuff, how many crimes I've committed, and bounties claimed, you know, profits from, you know, all that kind of stuff, how many crimes I've committed, you know, I've done a few. I've done a bit of smuggling, I've done a lot of trading, done barely any mining, because it's dull and boring. I've visited 1,000 systems. I've done some missions. You know, I've done a few, you know, the odd little mission, like passenger missions and stuff. I've done a few search and rescue. You know, a little bit, you know, a bit of crafting, not a lot. To crew credits earned, you know, not a lot. Multi-crew, I haven't done trades. What's that? Trades stats. Not sure I've done that. That's profits and CQC, which is like it's like an arcade mode. So yeah, you got all this boring stuff. See, I mean, this is the kind of stuff you could do while you're waiting for this long dirge of, God, when are we ever going to get there? You know, all this kind of stuff. These are like, you know, I can look at all my places I've, you know, this is info about all the different kinds of stars, you know, if you're into that kind of thing. You know. This is how many, you know, I found one of those, you know. It kind of lists things that you've done and whatever. And then you got like terrestrial planets, you know, these are Earth-like ones. But, you know, it's just all, it's okay stuff, but, you know, depends if you like that kind of thing. Oh, there you go, what are the biological ones? Yeah, these are things that I found. Although I don't, no, I haven't found any of these. That's because I can't be bothered to look for them. So I would love to find an ice femule. But, God, you know, to find an ice femule, I've got, like, you know, tons and tons of searching. Not prepared to do that, I'm sorry. And these are, you know, so you can find all this stuff. I mean, I found some barnacles. Although, according to that, it says I haven't. Can't believe that. But yeah, if you go to the Pleiades sector, you can find, I mean, I might show you that one day, just to sheer boredom. I might show you that, because I must admit, that is interesting. I've seen one of these. I don't think I've seen, but I've seen these. See that? I could even click on that, and find it for you, and I could even go there. You know, I could even like, you know, click on it. In fact, I bookmark that. I might, but you can go there and you can see that. I mean, how many? I'll look in a minute. And you got a pilot's handbook. I mean, you got all this kind of stuff. But this is purely to relieve the boredom while you're heading towards this thing at remarkable speed. And for all of this is going to take me. And I mean, I got football on in like 10 minutes, and it's going to take me 24 minutes to get there. Am I prepared to wait that long? Probably not. So yeah, I didn't think it would be as dull as born as this. So I might just get there, stop, and exit the game, and then I'll show you next time. Because I did not realise it was going to take its time. But it does give you a chance to look at all this lovely, interesting stuff that's totally boring. What's a knowledge base? Oh, that's if you want to know about the Guardians, for instance. So I don't know if you know about this. You know, Guardians are the Guardians. This tells you about, these are like the people that are at war with the Thargoids. Who are the Thargoids? Say, well, there's all the info you want to know. They are, and you can play that and they'll...
The Thargoids. Human Thargoid contact. The Thargoids are a non-human race
and you can have that
with a
running in the
history of
background.
hostility towards humanity. The first recorded encounter with a Thargoid ship took place in 2849.
Interesting, isn't it?
Although earlier undocumented encounters are believed to have taken place.
So it looks like it's going to
In the
take
years
a
that followed,
ridiculous
contact
amount
with
of
lone
time.
Thargoid vessels was intermittently reported.
But you could,
Humanity
you could
clashed with the Thargoids in the 32nd
queue up
century.
all this stuff if
But
you're
details of the
that way
conflict
inclined.
remained
I mean, I'm not.
scarce for many years, and it proved difficult to differentiate authentic
I've got a
accounts
shield
of
booster
Thargoid
there.
encounters from the sensationalist
6%.
media
Oh, no.
stories of
Hang
the
on.
time.
What's this shield
The
booster?
discovery of abandoned intergalactic naval reserve arm bases in
Oh, yeah.
3303
I got no idea.
did much to dispel the fog, however.
I'm sorry, Elite Dangerous
The
players,
a
but you
joint
know,
federal imperial
this is
initiative
boring stuff.
established
You
in
know,
3193.
yes, it's
was
great if you
responsible
want,
for
you know,
researching the Thargoids, and
realism.
developing technologies
Yeah,
to
good luck to
counter
you,
their
mate. You know,
aggression.
I hope you
But
enjoy
the
it all. But
organization's lack of
it's just a
accountability
bit dull
meant
for
that
the
details of
average
its
player who just wants to
research
play,
did
you know,
not come
our
to
game,
light until
play a
years
game and have a
after
bit of
its
fun.
dissolution.
It's
Almost all of the reliable data
it's just
concerning
not
the
interesting.
Thargoids
So
has been sourced
I'll make
from
my
inland
way there in the
facilities.
next 10 minutes,
This
and
data, originally
another
deemed
day
highly
I will
confidential,
show you
was
and just,
declassified
well, I
in
mean, just a bit of
3304,
info really.
following a resolution
I may
from the
not do
federal
it.
government.
So
and an
I hope you
Imperial
enjoy
decree.
that. I'll fly
Some
towards it
controversy over the backing
and
funding
leave
of
you
the
another
unit
sort of 10 or
remains,
15
however.
seconds to put the adverts up, and you can listen to the chat in the background, although I'm just talking over it so you can't hear it anyway, because I'm far more important. And I'll see you all next time, and I hope you didn't think this 18 minutes was too boring, because I thought it was. Bye for now. Bye, and see you later. You won't be able to see this anyway.